All right, team. Good morning. How is everybody doing today on this beautiful Thursday? It is December 12th. I finally got my green screen back, and we're gonna try to trade some stocks today. So, how is everybody doing? What's up, Jacob? What's up, Netron? What's up, Emmanuel? What's up, James? What's up, brother? How you doing, James? Hope you're doing well, man. What's up, Scott? What's up, Sammy? True Fresco? What's up, team? All right, so let me turn my music down a little bit. It's a little loud. How's everybody doing? All right. Hey, what's up, Jorge? Thanks for the sub, brother. Welcome to the team, man. All right, guys. So, number one, crazy moves yesterday by CEI. And unfortunately, this is just kind of what happens with penny stocks. You never really know, I guess. But CEI ripping up here at the open, or ripping up yesterday at the open, gapping up, looked really solid. Started moving on the 10th, actually. And just made some crazy moves yesterday in the market. And then, like you see penny stocks do a lot of the time, they subsequently gave all the gains back. It's one of the reasons I don't necessarily trust penny stocks specifically. And it's one of the reasons I don't trade them that much because, while there may be money to be made, there's also money to be lost with penny stocks. And I try to avoid them when I can. But yeah, CEI, prime example of that. We also have AMRX here moving in the penny stock world, gapping up some. This one actually looks pretty solid. It's gapping up from 348 to 469 right now in this market. So AMRX is moving up. We got TNXP. Just going to run through some of these gappers really quick. We got TNXP here. You can see this was gapping up from under $1 at 97 cents. Running up to $1.26. Oh yeah, Scott, you were the one that was talking to me about... You were the one talking to me, Scott, about CEI, right? Yeah, man, CEI, crazy move. I hope you made money with it, brother. They had a lot of chances to make money, so hope you killed it, man. Yeah, we got LMPX. Let me go ahead and check my profit. I didn't trade anymore after the stream yesterday. I did not trade after the stream yesterday, and I just kind of hung it up. Yeah, and so I made a few bucks yesterday. Not a ton, but I made some. And I'll take it. You can see my account is at $1,279 in profit. I got to take bigger size, guys. The name of the game today is just larger sizing. And if you see me trying to take small size, if you see me trading small, yell at me. Do something. Tell me something. Snap me out of it. Tell me, John, you're a big wimp. Because I got to stop trading small size. I've been trading way too small of size lately. I've been doing really well in the market. But I'm trading with like 1 to 200 shares, and so it's an insignificant amount of money. Like yesterday, I made like $30 in net profit. $30. And listen, I know trading with small size is necessary to a certain extent, but when you've been trading as long as I have, I got to work up the guts to trade larger. That's my goal for the day. Help me follow that goal. What's up, James? Yeah, man, Saints loss was brutal. As always, the refs are against us. Refs against the Saints. Not a new statement there. Refs against the Saints. And it's fine. We're still in the NFC. And, we're still going to go to the playoffs. So we're good. We're fine. Luckily, everybody else in our division was garbage. And we're going to go to the playoffs no matter what. No. No, I'm not trading small because I took a big loss recently. Not the biggest loss I take recently was like $150, which I guess it's all relative, but yeah, it's not, to me that's not small, or it's not big. Then we got AMRS. Yep, Scott, like I said, man, you probably know way more about this stuff than me. I'm just naturally skeptical of penny stocks, and I think for new traders especially, if you're an experienced trader and you know what you're doing like Scott, it's completely different. But for new traders, you should have a healthy skepticism of penny stocks because they rarely hold their wins. They might run up, and I know Scott has been banking off of some penny stocks for a while now, so he could probably do way better than me with penny stocks. But me, I'm just naturally skeptical of them. You know me, brother. But yeah, we got TSM, we got LL, we got TTM. Most of these are low volume. I'm probably not going to watch these specifically. We got GE. I'll watch GE. We got SPCE here gapping up some. We've got CGC, which I will watch almost certainly. DAL, Delta, I'll almost certainly watch as well. We got UNG, which is the United States Natural Gas Fund, and it is up. You can see it's up some. We got Durham, which is one mention I were watching. AU. We got Roku, you know, AMD. We got some gap downs like LOVE and other stuff. DJAZ, which is the natural gas 3 times leveraged inverse ETF. And yeah, I mean, that's about it. I'm not really seeing anything I love. Maybe Lulu. VZ. I'm going to watch Lulu for sure. And then we just have the overall market, which, let me see this, is break even today. All right, team. Alright, we're getting Mitch in here. No, bud, I can't help you with video games. I can't do it.
Negativity is getting closer. How to keep the
Yo, sorry guys, I've been muted talking to myself. Yeah, I'm joining trading today. Pretty excited to learn the new chart and be a part of the live screen team. Yeah, what's up, bro? Nice, man. Hey, welcome to the team, brother. Welcome to the team, man. You really love the music, that song. The that song, kind of the R&B. I like it too, man. Calms me down. All right, guys, but yeah, we're gonna start looking up some news in just a minute. In 5 minutes, we're gonna start looking up the news. We got a lot of penny stocks moving today, and like I said earlier, CEI specifically was a big mover here. It kind of gave it a lot back yesterday during the end of the day. I'll have to look up the catalyst specifically for CEI, but we did have a big move there yesterday on CEI. Scott brought this one to my attention, and this is a good kind of little, a good little thing to touch on and kind of teach people. One of the most common strategies that can make you money with penny stocks that translates well to the stocks that we trade is specifically VWAP bounces. Okay, so like for instance, if we look at CEI here, a lot of the time when you're getting what we call a parabolic move in the market, when you see a parabolic move in the market, a lot of the times VWAP bounces are going to be money machines with parabolic moves. And the reason for that is because, you know, when you have a parabolic move, a stock is really confirming that upward trend. You know, obviously, if the stock's going parabolic and going crazy, then the stock is confirming that upward trend and that people are jumping in on pullbacks. And those are all things that make the VWAP bounce very viable in those situations. And so if you look at CEI here, again, same thing. We can look at both days, really. Let me remove some of these levels on this chart. But if we look at CEI here, it's the same type of thing. You know, even the first day that CEI really started to kind of run up here, what do? You get a bunch of VWAP bounces. You get some pullbacks to the VWAP. If you could see here, you get some run-ups, you get some pullbacks to the VWAP, and maybe this actually might be the VWAP following it up, actually. But specifically up here, what do? You get some pullbacks to the VWAP, and then the very next day, which is really when I would have preferred to attack it, look at this beautiful confirmation. You get a run-up, cross over the VWAP, which is what we generally look for. You get a pullback to the VWAP. Tons of traders are starting to buy the stock on the dip, and you just get a really nice VWAP bounce right there. And then you get another one here too. It runs up, pulls back to the VWAP. Oh man, I'm using the wrong chart there. It runs up, pulls back to the VWAP, and then you get a really nice bounce here as well. And so I think that if you are trading penny stocks, you know, a good strategy, I'm not going to say it's going to work for you. I'm not going to say any strategy specifically is going to work for you. But if you are trading penny stocks, consider VWAP bounces. We've got a lot of good videos on VWAP bounces, and they can be very profitable. And again, especially when you have a stock that's just kind of running up like crazy, that's shooting up and that goes parabolic and that everybody else is watching and has tons of volume. You know, when you see that, a lot of the time VWAP bounces are going to be very, very much in play. They're going to be very profitable, and a lot of traders, not even for VWAP bounces specifically, but a lot of traders are just piling in on these pullbacks. And again, if we go over what I went over this weekend in my video, one of the things was look for pre-market support. And if you look at where the pre-market support was, it was at 210. If you look at where the VWAP was, let's find it. It was at 210. Okay, so the VWAP and the pre-market support were right around that same level. And like I said, traders are just piling in on the dips there. So consider that, team, if you do trade penny stocks. Like I said, not much of a penny stock trader, not really much of one, but VWAP bounce is a strategy that I've noticed that is very in play with penny stocks, specifically when they start to go kind of parabolic and crazy. I'm unmuted, right? I think I was. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trading penny stocks, bro. Like I said, this isn't, I'm not trying to trade CEI. I'm not going to trade CEI. It's not going to be tradable because if you look at the liquidity prior till today, it was nothing. You know, it had no liquidity prior till today. And so, yeah, it's not my style at all, and I'm not going to trade it. But I'm just saying, if you do like penny stocks and you do trade them, VWAP bounces can translate well over from the strategies that I trade to penny stocks, is what I'm saying.
Yo, yo.
Yo, what's up, man?
What's going on, guys?
All right, guys. Let me see. We got Mitch here. Let me make sure you guys can hear him. Yeah, for sure, man. Behavior was crazy. Nice confirmation in that trend. That's what we really look for. Hold on. Yeah, Mitch. So I went over to Best Buy, man. I got to buy that RAM for my computer still. What is a reasonable price for RAM, Mitch? Real quick.
Well, it depends. It depends on the brand and the speed. That's the two things you need to look at. So you're gonna look at everyone looks at kind of the memory,
Right.
like let's say 8 gigs, 16. But if you look at the speed, that's what really matters, because it's the amount of speed that's delivered. You can get higher clock speed. You can get actually overclock speed on your RAM. That will help out when it's at its top end. And that's really what it helps when you get higher brands. So the higher priced you go, it's just going to help you out on the top end part of your RAM.
Yeah, that's what I need. I was looking at 32 gigs. I think 32 gigs would be fine.
Yeah, I think what you have to worry about is at the end of the day, you're not kind of Bitcoin mining here, so you don't need an insane amount. You just need more memory. I don't think you need the speed. With the memory alone, it should do it. I mean, I have 18 or 16, whichever it is, just two. And it works. But I agree with you.
Yeah.
Souping up towards that 32 would be definitely the move.
Favorable, yeah, for sure.
Mine slows down sometimes, but it also has to do with my graphics card and like kind of the combination of the graphics card and RAM.
Yeah.
Because sometimes my graphics card will draw too much RAM.
Yeah.
And that's
your RAM can't keep up with your graphics card. Yeah, I think that's where I'm at too. I know I have 12 G's of RAM, so I previously thought I had 16. I have 12 because I have a Lenovo. No, I don't. My laptop's a Lenovo Legion with 32 gigs, i7. Great computer. But my laptop, which is tiny, is way faster than my desktop, and so I just need to soup up my. With all the programs that traders run, having enough RAM is never having extra RAM is never a bad thing. Like I said, just right now I'm running Microsoft Edge, Thinkorswim with multiple windows, WordPad, Trade Ideas, OBS, and TEFs, all running at the bottom of my computer. Watch, I can show you guys this. Look at the bottom of my screen here. Look at that. So yeah, I'm running tons of programs. But we're gonna go into news. Mitch, did you want to start? I was thinking. Mitch had a good idea yesterday, and I think some people suggested it, so we're going to try it today. And like I said, just let us know whether you prefer it or, what the deal is. But we're going to try to just take down the gap scanners for a second, put Mitch's full chart up, and go over technicals, maybe have a little technical hour by the suggestion of Mitch. And so we'll see, I think it's a good idea, and so we'll give it a try. So what's up, Mitch? You ready, bro?
Yeah, we can do it. And like always, guys, one of the things I'm going to try to do is tell you guys long and short ideas. I don't like to give any biases, really, unless kind of it's already given in the news. So what I'll tell is high and low technicals, resistance support, kind of give you kind of ideas of what I think could happen towards the open on the plus side and downside. And then you kind of go through and look at your strategies, figure out the trade for yourself always, guys, and how you guys can better execute the open.
Yep. All right, I got you up.
All right, guys, first thing we're going to let's run through kind of the ratings. Today is kind of funny. I always laugh when this one comes out. So we got two different ratings on HD here on Home Depot. We got from Credit Suisse, we get an upgrade. And then from Gordon Hassick's, we get a downgrade. I always like when we see this because it kind of makes me laugh. It just kind of shows you guys the analyst world and how hard it could be to really call a stock, whether it be bullish or bearish. Here, Home Depot, you see it's starting to head down after this huge run towards 240. I think this is kind of more of just a measured pullback, but I think what's going to be really important for is you see this daily line, this 213.45. Watch how when we come closer, what do we see? Look at that 213.45 start holding on the chart. So that's what we're going to see. That's going to be important. If you could see that 213.45 hold, you could see a rejection from that line, and it try to head down back towards the low in pre-market, which we have on this low right here, which is going to be the 211.07s. All right, let's move on from HD here, guys. Going to go into another downgrade, Place. We talked about this one yesterday, guys. This one has been looking down and hasn't looked back. Yesterday, it just kind of held on. It didn't really break down so much, but if we look at it on the daily chart, you can clearly see this one has broken down below the line here. We're going to see if it's going to keep going down, but I think you can give this one a couple days to kind of come back in this area, this 57, 60 area, and then look for shorts. I think a lot of shorts are kind of trapped down here. And if you haven't taken profits, it's because you probably got in yesterday, and it wasn't because you got in at the 70s. All right, so moving on here, let's go into FedEx here. FDX with an upgrade. We can look at this upgrade and look at the daily chart. We can clearly see kind of that downward trend here start trying to bounce back on the daily. From this May kind of downward trend that we were in, we'd want to see it kind of get above this 165. Once it gets above this 165, it can really get some lift here. So let's see if it can get some drive with this rating upgrade and get back in this area up here. All right, guys, the next one we'll take a look at is an upgrade in Kroger's KR. You can see this daily chart trying to break out a flag. One of the cool things is you'll see this kind of push towards 28.25, and we get another push towards 28.25 on the daily. We've broken out through that level. We want to see this continue out through this level right here. So then when we zoom in, we're going to be able to see the pre-market levels here. You can clearly see that 28.08. It broke above that level, and we want to see it hold here. It can pull back towards this level, but we want to see it break out towards that 28.50. Starbucks is the next upgrade that we got, guys. We have this one upgrading here, bouncing up there towards 88.30s. If we look on the daily chart, we can clearly see this one also is bouncing back. This one broke this trend line right here and hasn't looked back for a while here. This is really kind of the line in the sand here. That's $95 here. What I would look to see if this one can start moving back, it needs to get above this kind of level over here where we broke down here on this part of the chart. So $90 is really the key point for Starbucks if it's going to get back up here and make an attempt to get up here to $100 again. All right, guys, let's get into some earnings. I know you guys have been talking about Lulu, so I'm going to really quickly run through what I have for Lulu. Try to get through these earnings real quick. So Lulu stocks head down despite a third earnings beat. I think what you're really seeing in this one is the momentum of the business slow down. The growth kind of slowed down, and that's really what's going on with Lulu. Revenues were still up 23%. Comps were still up 16%, and direct-to-consumer net revenue increased 29%. So with Lulu, I think this is just a story of a stock that's made its run up there. It's tried to get up there to 240s, 250s, and has slowed down a little bit. It's pulling back here. We can zoom in and we can see the kind of the important levels that we need to see hold. If it's going to get back and kind of give this whole shadow back, it's going to get above this 227 and start holding that 227. If not, I think we can get a rejection from that 227 level and maybe head down towards this 220 level on the support. Hey, guys, that's Lulu here. Another stock that I'll be watching today is Nordstrom. Nordstrom is, of course, a retail company, guys, and their fourth quarter sales were actually $585 million, a 4% organic growth. They have operating profits increased by 20% year over year. Another thing that you can look at is their full year guidance. It's actually 22%. Their operating profit, so they're actually not doing that bad. I think, at least from their numbers. I think what you can see here is kind of more of a view in Nordstrom and why it's coming down. I think you could clearly see that this one isn't the biggest drop. It's only dropping about $4, but you see the candles that it pops back. It pops back all the way down towards the pre-market low. You're seeing it go down all the way towards 64 or $61 here, and then bounce back to 65. That's a big bounce back, so be careful with this one, because this one could easily get right back above, clear the shadow, and get up there to 167. All right, and that's gonna be pretty much it for the charts for today, guys. All right, after this is just gonna be kind of Fed talk. I know John's gonna be able to cover that probably once we get through the penny stocks.
Yeah.
Gappers.
All right, so let's go ahead and run through some of these gappers, catalysts real quick. We got AMRX gapping up here right around the top of the list. Probably not tradable for me, but this one is a huge mover in the market, and so we might as well look at the catalyst to see why AMRX is specifically moving here. First thing I'm seeing right now for AMRX is that the company disclosed that it has received abbreviated new drug application approval for their Ring product. I'm not sure what this is exactly, but it did get abbreviated new drug application approval for their bio drug for AMRX, and so we'll see what happens with that one. Could get interesting. We also have TNXP. TNXP gapping up from 97 all the way to 128. Let's see if we can find the reason for this. This one seems to be up after announcing a new European patent for composition and formulation of the TNX 102 SL. The patent will provide the company with market exclusivity until 2034. So they did receive a patent for their biodrug for TNXP. That's generally good news. We'll see what happens with that one. We also have LMPX here. LMPX gapping up from 1538 to 1803 for LMPX. And let's see if we can find why this one's up. I'm not really seeing anything right now causing this move. Let me look at one more here. If you know why LMPX is moving up, let me know. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, I don't see any catalyst for LMPX. We'll move on. I'm just gonna assume there is none. We got CEIN. Let me see. Or no, CIEN. Gapping up some and making a ridiculous move. Look at CIEN, guys. And I think this one probably is tradable. Let me see. Yeah, so this one is tradable. A crazy move, a huge range. Gapping up from 35.41 all the way to 38.50 for CEIN or CIEN. And just like I said, a crazy gap up. We have to look up this one to see what's going on with it. We got CIEN. Let me see. This one is up after providing positive guidance on a conference call, and they posted guidance comments on Twitter feed. So yeah, and this one is also looks like it's up after fourth quarter fiscal year 2019 earnings that missed the street expectation, but revenue was better than the forecast. So we're better than expected. And so now this one's popping up, and again they also provided guidance on a conference call and on a Twitter feed apparently. So you know they missed earnings, beat revenue, and that's what is going down with CIEN. So we'll see what happens for that one, but that one's definitely on my watch list, and I'm certainly going to be watching this one. Crazy move that I just now noticed really in the market. Okay, so then we have PRVB. I don't know if I like this one enough to really consider it. The gap up's just not significant. The volume yesterday was kind of dull as well. Same thing with TTM. We also have a few other penny stocks, MTNB, SNGX, Kirk, Form. None of these are really interesting to me, to be honest. TSM maybe gapping up some. I guess I can look at TSM. But then I also want to look at CEI, because I know that was a crazy mover as well. TSM moved yesterday. Not really seeing the catalyst for this one. Let me see if I can find it. TSM. Yeah, not really seeing much of a catalyst for this one as well for TSM. So we'll see what happens with that one. But then again, CEI, which is one that everybody's kind of talking about. Scott brought this one to my attention yesterday as well for CEI. Alright, so we do have a release that came out yesterday that says Camber Energy, which is CEI, responds to market activity and confirms no material undisclosed information. Alright, and so I'm going to go ahead and quote this, and this is from Access Wire, and this says, quote, Camber, based in Houston, Texas, announced that today that it is aware of recent unusually high trading volume and increase in share price of its common stock since December 9th, 2019 on the New York Stock Exchange American, and they also confirmed that although it is customarily involved in ongoing discussions with multiple parties regarding potential transactions, it is not currently aware of any material undisclosed information which is binding on the company that may be contributing to the recent increase in trading volume and increase in market price. The company is continuing to undertake those plans and efforts outlined in its quarterly report, so forth and so on. So they're basically saying, we don't know why this thing is moving. We don't know what's going on here, which is, in my speculative, subjective opinion, nonsense. Okay? They're saying they don't know what's going on. I find that highly unlikely. We'll see what happens. Of course, they're going to pretend like they don't know what's going on with it. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But, you know, CEI making crazy moves. If anybody knows a little bit more behind this one, let me know. Because they're making some crazy moves in the market. We also have DAL, which is Delta Airlines here. DAL. Let's see what we can find with this one. Alright, so apparently Delta put out their fiscal year 2020 earnings that were in line with the street expectations, and shares are up. They also, and this is quote, I'll go ahead and quote this, and this is from MT Newswires, and it says, quote, in 2020 we expect to maintain our margins while delivering another year of $4 billion in free cash flow, said Delta Chief Financial Officer Paul Jacobson in a statement, adding that the company remains committed to returning 70% of free cash flow to its owners, end quote. And again, that is from MT Newswires. What happened to my down gappers here? What happened? My down gapper's just giving out on me. Here, let me refresh this. No, I guess it's, it's not time. I'm going to put my gappers back up, but I'm just going to restart trade ideas. But yeah, that's what's going on with Delta. They also have a partnership with Wheels Up, and where they're taking a minority stake in an aviation startup called Wheels Up for Delta. And so we'll see what happens with that. They did announce both of those right around the same time, and you can see Delta is up from 55.08. There we go. I don't know what happened with my initial scanners. You can see Delta is up from 55.08 to 56.16, so a solid gap up. Not a huge move, but it doesn't have a huge float at sea, or it has. It's a bigger stock, and so it's a big percentage move relative to what it usually does here. So we also have CGC. CGC specifically gapping up here. It looks solid, gapping up from 2025 to 2053. And I don't know if you guys heard me yesterday, but CGC has been kind of a money machine for me lately. I've been trading this one a lot. I made $400 on this one, not yesterday, but the day before. And I've been making a lot of money with this one lately, this week specifically with CGC. And this one is up after they introduced Free and First, or First and Free, which is a line of branded hemp-derived CBD products to the U.S. market. So they announced a new product line called First and Free, and again, it's a line of branded hemp-derived CBD products to the U.S. market for CGC specifically. So we'll see what happens with that one. We'll also look at the other cannabis stocks to see if they, run up or do anything off of sympathy based off of what CGC does today specifically as well. And so we'll see what happens with that. Could get interesting here. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think they're probably just playing dumb Scott, honestly. Alright, and then now we can go, and again, we got DERM gapping up some. We've got AU gapping up some. We've got LVGO, which was a former mover the last few months. And then we can look at some gap downs now as well. We got LOVE. And we can look into some of these gap downs and why they're gapping down specifically. Let's take a look real quick. All right, so this is Lovesac, and they widened their loss in the third quarter. So they put in lower high end of the net sales guidance as well, and they also put in a let me go ahead and go over this. So yeah, they put in third quarter loss that missed estimates, and they also had net sales that beat forecast, and so kind of mixed. But I guess that loss that missed the estimates and expectations is causing LOVE, which is Lovesac, to gap down. We also have VERU, a few other penny stocks that are gapping down. VERU looks like one of the ones that I might be interested in kind of watching here. VERU. Let me go ahead and read this one if I can find it as well here. VERU. This is fourth quarter results. So they put out a fourth quarter fiscal year loss, but revenue rised year over year. So a fiscal fourth quarter loss, but revenue went up from past year. And so it's kind of mixed in pre-market. You can even see that there. We also have, let's see what else we got. CSTM, which is not really much volume. I'm not really super interested in that. We got CLVS, which has been moving a lot lately, gapping down. And then again, we got Lulu. I think Mitch talked about this one as well. This one is gapping down substantially from 233.19 to 226.60. And one of the things I like about Lulu is that it actually has volume compared to the other stocks that are gapping down. Like Lulu actually has a ton of volume from these gapping down stocks. Let me find, I think Mitch went over it, but I can go over it real quick one more time as well. And then we can go over the main market news. Lulu is down after reporting better than expected earnings for the third quarter, but they also issued soft earnings guidance for the fourth quarter. So good earnings, bad guidance for Lulu. And yeah, we'll see what happens. It's not, I mean, it's moving up. It's filling some of the gap. It originally went as low as 215, and now it's all the way back at 226.
It's a slowdown of growth.
Yeah.
For the future. One of the things I does see in Lulu is it's holding that resistance 227.11 right above it. If you look at the daily chart, you'll see these lows that it created here on the 10th. Look at that low. It's a 227.07. In that area, that 227, that's the area that you need to see hold right now. If it gets above that, it's right back to bullish, because if you look at the daily chart, it's at the top. So if it gets up, swings right around here and it gets to 230s, it can be right near the top and it could push right back up to that 235. So pay attention to that important level. Always understand that when a stock has been hit lately, they've made a lot of their shadows up. So like if a stock got down gapped, it pushed its shadow all the way up. If a stock got up gapped, it pushed its shadow down. And so a lot of the times what you need to look at is the further resistance and the support, the major resistance. Here, the major resistance is closer than the major support. And that's what we need to kind of take into consideration here.
Yeah. And so let's go ahead and go over the overall market news as well. We got the SPY here, and like I said, the SPY is roughly break even. We do have a meeting today, I believe, and so we can go ahead and check that out real quick. So I'll go ahead and first I'm going to go ahead and read the ETF preview for today, and that'll probably include some stuff with the trade or the trade deal and the market news as well. And then we'll go over a few other things specifically relating to the overall market today. The first one is you can see the SPY is closed at 314.40, so it's at 314.50, so a relatively insignificant pre-market move here. About break even. It's about 10 cents up, I believe, but it's close enough to break even to be, like I said, relatively insignificant here. And this is from MT Newswires, and it says, quote, U.S. stock futures were mostly in the negative ahead of the opening bell as investors digest the latest rate announcement from the European Central Bank and news of the election in the UK, while waiting for developments in the trade negotiations between the U.S. and China as the possibility that the U.S. will increase tariffs on billions in Chinese imports. This is also quoting from MT Newswires, the ETF preview, and it says, quote, the European Central Bank said it's keeping its main deposit rate at negative 0.5% as expected. The ECB also kept its asset purchase program at 20 billion euros per month. Meanwhile, British voters headed to the polls today with the Conservatives in maintaining their lead with the Conservatives in maintaining their lead with 41%, compared with the Labour Party at 36%, the Telegraph reported, citing a Savannah Comres survey. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson looks to win a 28-seat majority, but the poll expects a swinging parliament as a, quote, plausible outcome, end quote. And again, that is from MT Newswire's The ETF Preview. Overall, it does say that back home, the market sentiment right now is upbeat, encouraged by the U.S. Federal Reserve's upbeat outlook on the world's biggest economy despite a protracted trade war with China, and signaled rates will remain steady until next year. But uncertainties over the looming tariff increase on Chinese imports, which is supposed to happen on the 15th, is what everybody's kind of worried about. Dented the market rally, they said. So Washington and Beijing remain non-committal on whether it will push through or not, as they are still working. So yeah, the trade deal was supposed to be reached by Saturday, the 15th, whenever that is. I think that's Saturday, maybe Sunday. Yeah, that's Sunday.
So Trump gave a deadline to Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Reiterated that he said he wants it done by Saturday.
Yeah, I know the Chinese are trying to get that pushed back because they don't want the tariff increase. So we'll see what happens. Could get interesting. We also have, let me see, new unemployment claims for the week were reported at 252,000 versus the expected 213,000, which was up from the prior week's 203,000. And the producer price index for November was unchanged versus a 0.2% increase expected and the previous gain of 0.4%. To go over commodities, and then I think we're going to go back over a few things with the overall market. Crude is at 0.1%. The U.S. oil fund was at 0.3%. Natural gas is up today significantly at 1.9%, and the U.S. natural gas fund is up 1.1%. Gold is up 0.3%, with the Spider Gold Trust up 0.1%. Silver's up 0.5%, and the iShares Silver Trust is up 0.2%. And so, yeah, that is what is going on with the overall market today. We also have... Go ahead.
So one of the stuff that we could talk about is the chairman's speech from yesterday.
Okay.
So we got the Feds to hold rates steady, signal that it was going to have no intention of moving off the sidelines unless there was a significant change in the outlook. Markets took Powell's comments as dovish, meaning that the Fed is leaning towards easing policy and keeping interest rates lower rather than a tightening policy or raising interest rates. Economists will state, and this is from CNBC, at the end, guys, that U.S. and China could ultimately influence the Feds. That's really what's going on here, guys. They're kind of taking a step back stance. They want to see what's going to happen with the trade talks, what's going to happen with the economical data. They're in kind of more a let me look and see what's going on in the economy versus let's react and make moves.
Yeah, so I'm not going to rant about it or go into it really. All I'm asking you is that to think about what you just said, man, because I trade with Thinkorswim charts. I don't even use TEF's charts. The only thing I use TEFs for is to execute my trades. And so to say that they're programmed to make me lose makes zero sense. That would mean that Thinkorswim charts are programmed to make me lose too, which is not a reasonable statement, brother. Like I said, I think trading can make you emotional when you lose money. It's very easy, and it's very hard to be introspective enough to be like, you know what, this isn't my platform's fault. This isn't my educator's fault. This isn't my guru's fault. This isn't my course's fault. This is my fault. And it takes a very mature and introspective person to do that. And like I said, most people end up blaming one of those, whether it be a lot of times somebody will blame me, they'll blame their broker or their platform, regardless of which broker or platform they're on. And so in the end, man, it's just part of trading.
Blame.
Yeah, man. In the end, it's just part of trading, man. Trading can make you emotional. It is what it is. Yeah. I get it. But again, I trade with Thinkorswim charts, Thinkorswim level 2. So there's no way they're programmed to make me lose either. It's just, trading stuff.
If there's one lesson you really want to learn in trading or in life in general, point fingers. They usually come back pointing at you.
Yeah.
That's you can teach that to a 4-year-old. You could teach that to a 40-year-old. At the end of the day, guys, you can't put blame on anything but yourself. You can't put blame on a stock that we trade and you guys try to get in and lose money. Just like I don't want to be kind of the reason why you make money.
Right.
Same way, guys. We're not here for alerts, guys. We're not here to tell anyone that anyone's better than the other. What we're really here is to break down processes, work on execution, because that's really what shows skill, is execution of strategy. Now, you show me a trader that can make the same kind of trade 20 times. I'm not going to even worry about what his realized or unrealized amount is. I'm going to look at that execution and know that we can get towards that profit and we can get the gains that we're looking for.
Right. Yeah, see, look, Luke even said I've already profited enough to upgrade to the next program. If they are programmed to make me lose, they aren't doing a good job of it. Yeah, man. And that's, like I said, it takes, I've said it before, it takes a very mature person to be like, you know what, like, this isn't my broker's fault. Like, I made dumb trades. I got into bad risk management.
That's what
trades.
It is.
Like, it's very difficult to do that. It's hard. It takes a very mature person to be introspective enough to be like, you know what? This isn't my broker's fault. Like, I took dumb trades. Like, I didn't have good risk management. I traded crazy. It takes a mature person, and most people, like I said, are not like that. Most people are going to look for anybody else to blame but themselves because it's too hard for them to be like, you know what, I screwed up. You know what I mean?
Yep. I definitely would agree with that. And it's just part of trading, you know?
It's part of life.
You got to realize trading has a lot to do with understanding your own personalities, your own strengths, and your own weaknesses. If you can't understand how you work inside, you'll have a tough time learning how to control the emotions in trading. This is something that's not talked about often, but it's something that you actually need to work on, and that's understanding yourself, guys. If you want to be a better trader, work on understanding yourself and how you react to certain things, and then you can start working on bettering that reaction and having kind of a better emotional control over yourself, because all that is going to go back and play into your trading. Because if you're able to control your emotions, you're usually going to be able to have better execution. Better execution is going to go ahead and trickle down into the profits. And the reason I use the word trickle down is that at the end of the day, it's a long game. So we need to stay consistent. Staying consistent does not only mean that you're making money. It means that you're actually trading the system the way that it should be correctly traded. That's going to go into execution. And once that execution's down, you guys start making money. I'm telling you guys.
And not every day even. You're not going to make money every day. It's just,
the consistency will show up.
Right. Consistency doesn't mean making money every day. Consistency just means that you are consistent with the trades that you're making, that you have risk management in place to where you can see a methodical growth in your account, even with pullback days and red days and losing days. Consistency just means that you're keeping it within a range, which is good. You don't want to have huge losses. A lot of times the biggest problem with traders is just they might be consistently profitable, but then they have these huge losses that just draw down their account. And a lot of times that's the hole in traders' games. And working on fixing that will subsequently improve your trading massively. What's up, Todd? How you been, bro? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well, brother. But yeah, it's just part of it, bro. It's just part of life, man. It's part of trading. Trading's very emotional. It's very difficult. It's like I tell people, having the right expectations is key here. Too many traders get involved with it, and they think that they're going to turn their first, $500 to $1,000 trading account, their first trading account, into 50 grand, and that they're going to pay their bills with it. And then when that doesn't happen and they end up just losing it, they just kind of look for somebody to blame. It's kind of part of life, man. But like I said, my goal is to give traders the right expectations, and the right expectations are, I'm sorry, but trading is just not like that. It's not like that. It's not going to be something that you get rich quick and that, you're going to turn $400 into $1 million. I don't care what the gurus say. In the end, there's very few that are giving you reasonable answers. I think Taps and TradeNet is one of those people that give you reasonable goals. They give you reasonable expectations, and that's one of the reasons I like them. Of course, I'm biased towards them, but that's one of the reasons I like them. Most of the other people are pushing, is it day trading is easier than you think? No, it's not. It's way harder than you think it is. Or is it possible to turn $500 into $2 million? I did. Oh, really? Where's the proof of that, sir? You telling me you did is not proof.
Yep. Hey guys, just want to let you guys know I'm only going to be with us today for a quick trading day, probably about 30 minutes, getting out of here around 10. I'm going to try to nail the open, guys, so you guys see me a little bit more active towards the open. That's what it is. Some of the stocks I'm going to mention, guys, in the biotech, because we all know that biotechs have been moving. We still got AUPH moving. We still got Fate moving. We still have also you can look into DERM moving. Those are some of the top moves in there. You also still have that KOD. You can look at the hourly chart on this one. This one's absolutely ridiculous. Has 3 resistance tries up there to 70. Support that's all the way down towards 46.21 and at 60. So if you see the 60s crack big on that, you could see this one pull back down all the way down there. If not, above 65s, it can really get some drive, probably push towards that 70 and try to break out.
Yep. What's up, Rita? What are you saying? Let me go ahead and get this ready for the open team.
All right, guys.
Is that relation to CEO, I guess?
I mentioned it in the chat, guys. I took a snapshot of it. That seller at 1850 is still showing up on AUPH, guys. There's this huge size at 1850, guys. We're talking right now, it's showing 499. That's about 500,000 shares there sitting at 1850. That's very important to know. So look for that 1850 to either fill on the plus side, start pushing on up to 1875, or crash through 18. And that's AUPH. Okay. I actually took a snapshot of it and put it up in our Discord. So we'll go ahead and put up the link here, guys. If you guys don't have our Discord already, this is how we go ahead and contact you guys when we're not on stream, guys. One of the best things is you guys can ask any question, ask traders questions in there. I actually took a snapshot of the level 2, put it up on there, so you guys can start looking for moments like that. Whenever you have what we call an imbalance in the books, you're going to go ahead and see the market move. And I'm not going to tell you which way it's going to move, because that's necessarily, no one knows for sure. Yep. If it's going to be a seller at that level or if it's someone taking profit at that level.
Yep.
Okay, so one of the things to know is just know that there's sizing there. That just knowing that is giving you an ability to have edge.
Yes, sir.
So join the Discord, guys. You guys can see that snapshot in there.
Yep. Also, remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We do this live for free every weekday morning. We're not experts here. We're not gurus. We just teach you guys what we learn along the way. Can't guarantee that the strategies we teach are even going to work. We just try to be real about it, guys. So remember to hit the subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. Like I said, we do this live for free every weekday morning on YouTube. If you click the bell, you'll get a notification every time we go live. And we do day trade live at the open every single weekday morning. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well. We got about 2 minutes until the bell team, so good luck. Let's do this. Let's try to make some money today. Hey, thank you for the subscribe, Mitten. Welcome to the team, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate the sub, Jorge, as well. Jennifer Tompkins, appreciate the sub, guys. Welcome to the team. Like I said, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We do this live for free every day. But yeah, appreciate the love. One of the big ones I'm watching today, again, guys, if you haven't seen it yet, look at CIEN. CIEN making huge, ridiculous move up here. A lot of volume, ton of volume here. I gotta see what the spread is for this one, or what the float is, but huge amount of volume here. This thing had, you know, a solid amount of volume in pre-market for sure. You can see it. It looks really good. I'll have to see what the float is for this one, but watching CIEN for sure here at the bell. Also keeping an eye on cannabis. Like I said, CGC. Been a money machine for me this week, so we're gonna keep watching that one. And then yeah, Roku, AMD. We got a few other ones like LMPX that I'm watching. LMPX is tradable as well, so I'll be keeping an eye. We also have GE moving. Here's the bell, guys. Good luck. Appreciate the sub. Prave, welcome to the team, brother. But yeah, there's the bell, guys. Let's do this.
All right, guys. Top watches for me right out the gates is going to be Fate to break through 18, GME to tank also.
I signed up for Discord, accidentally deleted it, and now I can't sign in. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Maybe create a new name. I don't know how that works. Alright, so first things first, with Delta, we got a huge drop right before the bell and after the bell. Delta, DAL. Look at Delta dropping here. Yeah. Big drop.
I'm also seeing it's affecting all the other airlines.
Yep, it's down.
I'm looking at American Airlines right now, AAL.
I know I have my glasses. Did I lose my glasses? Oh well. We got LK ripping up here. Luckin Coffee. LK making a big move. Check that one out.
Nice.
Ripping up. We got CGC running up some. We got AMD dropping some, and I like the previous day's closing price being right above it, so I might watch that one. We did get Delta that rebounded here. It's up to 56.05, so maybe it's going to rebound and start moving up. Let me find my glasses before I roll over these things. I don't know what I did with them. Oh well. Alright, team. What's up, Luke? Welcome, bro. New trader. Welcome to the market, man. Like I said, we just try to give realistic advice. Of course, people that have already drank the Guru's Kool-Aid are going to defend their honor. Happens every time. But in the end, just have reasonable expectations towards your trading. And I'm not saying, like I said, I like TradeNet and Tefs. I think they give you realistic expectations. You know, and there's a lot of other benefits to using them. And there's some other ones I like I like Warrior Trading. I think some of his strategies are legit. But in the end, you know, we just try to give you the realest advice we can. All right, guys.
DERM dropped enough there for me. You want to see that one break through 1145s. We're getting AUPH right back towards that. That's a big seller there, 1850s.
I put the saddest music ever for our trades. All right, LK ripping up here.
There's some sizing going through there. 4,000, 2,500 shares there at AUPH.
Oh, here's my glasses, man. Nobody told me my glasses were on my head the whole time. Thanks, guys. AUPH ripped up. LMPX ripped up. LK ripped up. Delta starting to rebound some here. AMD rebounded. So right now I'm getting green action. What's the SPY doing? SPY is slightly down, but sideways. Waiting for the market to pick a trend right now at this point. AMD fading a little bit there.
All right, guys. I'm seeing red to green move right now in DERM. Be careful with that one squeezing through 12.
LK pulling back to the VWAP. Don't know if I like a VWAP bounce. I think that the VWAP's a little bit low in the range, and that if it does reverse, it could just completely whip down here to the lows of the day. And so for that reason, I'm leaving LK alone here. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't like the way this bounce is for LK. I like to see a little bit of upward movement, a little bit lower than where it was.
Get to 70s, yeah, hit the top resistance. If you scroll back a little bit, you'll see that resistance off the VWAP from yesterday.
Yeah,
that's what happened there.
Yeah,
too close to that. Too close to that. I agree with you.
Yeah, for sure.
You can clear it. See, just hit it. As soon as it hit it, it rejected way too fast.
Yep.
If it would have broke out maybe to 2320s, then pulled back maybe to 2290s, that sounds better.
Yep, exactly. And look, where did it go, guys? It went right down to that previous low of the day. Exactly like I said. There goes it. It's one of those reasons where it's like you can kind of see how VWAP bounces look at the open. And again, one of the things I was talking about is that I want the stock. I like it much more when the stock starts off. Say the stock started off down here instead, and then fought its way all the way back up, crossed the VWAP, and then pulled back. It would look a lot stronger. Since it kind of started off and it was high above the VWAP, it was just a little bit too much above the VWAP, if that makes sense. And so for that reason, just didn't like it.
All right, guys, I'm going to watch for that seller there at 1850s right now. They slammed through volume here at AUPH. Let's see what happens. There he is. He's right there on EdgeX. He's gotten about 20,000 shares to getting filled. So I'll let you guys know if he completely fills his size. Minting.
Go check out we got a free day trading class, man. We got a free day trading course, and so we have a complete course, completely free. We're not experts or gurus, but it's suited towards the new trader. So go check out our YouTube channel and look in playlists and find our free day trading course playlist. There goes the SPY ripping up here. I don't know if you mentioned that, but there it goes. Look at that move on the SPY team. Big move, and this might drag a lot of these other stocks up. But SPY rip. Look at this. Boom.
SPY rip. I'm going to be looking for technology rip. I'll be looking for an AMD rip.
Here, I'm going to throw you up. I'll be right back, guys.
All right. AMD pushing up there right now. I'm going to let it push up one more time. We need a pull back towards VWAP on that one. There's a breakdown for DERM. We'll look for that one to come back towards VWAP, guys. Order out for 65s. I'm going to put 63s out. Where's VWAP? 62. All right, I'll lower it down here. Order out for 61 to get in at DERM. Risk would be above it towards 85. AUPH watching right now. It just rejected 1850 for the third time. So I'm going to look to see if the support holds here at 1830s and then see if it rips through that 1850. AMD pushing up there. VWAP bounce playing there. Chewy also looking like a VWAP bounce play. Pretty green day so far, guys. Gonna go around and look for some stocks here. Let's start taking a look here. Some bigger moves. CGC, almost a full percentage move there. Plus side, I got AAAL. Yeah, that reverse. All right. Airline's looking strong, guys. Look for a VWAP bounce play here. Look for a VWAP bounce play in Delta. Need to pull back towards 56.25s here.
There goes AMD with a beautiful bounce. That's
Hey
good.
guys, AUPH guys, we talked about it pre-market. That 1850 still holding as very, very vital to the stock.
Netflix, Lulu. I'll check those out, Todd. Oh, Netflix, Tesla. Yeah, Netflix filling the gap. Tesla ripping up. Might wait for some pullbacks here. At this point, with the SPY acting as strong as it is, I'm just waiting for a few VWAP bounce opportunities. The VWAP bounce has been the most profitable strategy for me as of late, kind of replacing the VWAP fade as my favorite strategy lately. The VWAP bounce has been extremely profitable the last few weeks, and
All right, you guys heard me talk about it with the SPY rip out. I was looking for an AMD rip out. There we go. We got it, guys. Good. We got 1 million shares in the last 2 candles on the upside. I'll look for a VWAP bounce play in that one. If it comes back towards 39.54, I'll get in on that one.
yeah, looks good, man. Yeah, I'll wait for a pullback too if it pulls back to. For me,
I
if
have
it
an
pulls back to.
order out for DERM also.
For me, if AMD pulls back to the 50 level, the $0.50, where I can use a pretty tight risk under it, I like that. Maybe a risk of like 46.
Gonna need a third trading order. It's one of those days.
Yeah, man.
AMRN looks good too. If you guys like that kind of trade there, popped right above VWAP, rejected VWAP there. Keeping an eye on that one. I'll look for AMD to pull back. Let me see MU's chart. Yep, I like that. A whole bunch of VWAP bounce plays in tech sec. I'll look for the AMD to do it.
Yeah.
I want AMD to come back towards 39.56.
Yeah, I like AMD too. Yeah, I might take AMD with you if it pulls back there, because one of the biggest things I actually like about AMD is that I can use that previous closing price as my risk if it does pull back. So like if it pulls back to...
All right, there's AUPH, guys, pushed up through the 1850s, now pulled up back right below it.
If it pulls back to the $0.50 at 56, I can use 46, or 54. I can use 46 as my risk level for an 8-cent risk right there, which is also the previous day's closing price, which is something I really like with this one. Get in at the VWAP, use the previous close as your risk, and then try to get a breakout on the upside. We might actually get the pullback here as well because of the SPY. The SPY is pulling back now after a huge run up. And so I'm going to look for some VWAP bounces now, specifically on DAL, AMD, and maybe Roku. Or no, maybe Tesla, sorry. Roku is actually right at the VWAP.
All right, guys, gonna take a little trade here. If I get caught, I don't mind. I saw AUPH get quickly rejected from those 1850s. Gonna set a stop there above 1850.
Yeah, just put your trading window up.
Got you. Just give me 1 second, guys. This is a little bit of a quick trade, so gotta move fast.
Yeah, no stress.
That's how you guys know it's real. You hear the motion.
Yeah.
All right, guys. What I did was instead of stressing about it, I just set a stop. So if I get stopped out, I'll be all right. AUPH short there, guys. 100 shares, only 100 shares, because if this breaks down, I want to be a little bit ahead of it. If it doesn't here, then let it stop me out for $13, $20 loss. I'm more than okay with that. All right, AMD's ripping out too big there. The only pullback now is 39.65. All right, guys, be careful. Just got super squeezed in DERM. Gonna have to pull out there immediately here. Instead of risking a push into 1225s, just step out there. 147,000 shares just came in DERM, guys. You guys can watch that one for a big breakout.
Yeah, I'm in DAL for a VWAP bounce pullback. Gonna give myself a pretty tight risk, but I'm in that one currently.
I like that one. My VWAP's a little lower than yours.
Mine's not here. Mine's actually, my VWAP's at 25, but I like the support at 27, and so I got in at 37 or 40. Try to take advantage of the bounce. I might scale into it a little bit as well here, if I get the chance to, which I might not, looking like it.
All right, just gonna pay attention to AEPH. I'll leave DERM alone until it breaks above 12. But a lot of volume just squeezed me there. 160,000 shares on a 1 minute. Had the order out there, saw it get filled instantly, and it pushed immediately up there 20 cents.
All right, so I am in a DAL here, just to show you guys. So I'm in with 200 shares now.
All right, guys, got a nice kind of look there. Let's see if AUPH breaks down here above 1850s. We immediately get out.
Here's 48. I'm gonna go ahead and take half off there. Holding 100 left. Man, guys, I'm being a wimp again, but it's ripping out, breaking out really nicely for me here. Beautiful. Perfect move.
Not enough pullback there in DAL. AAL looked better.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get out here for a $25 win on DAL. I'll take it. We also have CGC that's pulling back to the VWAP. I'm trading small again, guys. I'm being a big wimp. I got to trade bigger. Okay. That's my first kind of snap out of it. But yeah, DAL, it's the same thing I talked about yesterday, which is pre-market support. You know, if we look over at pre-market support, you can see 3 confirmations in DAL here. You can see 1, 2, 3. And so that just gives it some added support, which is right around where the VWAP is, the same exact thing I talked about in this weekend's video. And so when you get those 2 levels that are roughly around the same spot, it just gives it the added support. And so that's why I got in a little bit early here, and I scaled in with a few hundred shares, but maybe should have held on to a little bit, but just kind of getting in and out quick. I'll take the small win. Got to scale up in size, though. I will say that. I do need to scale up a little bit more. But DAL, ripping up nicely.
All right, guys, looking great, guys. Looking great. I'm going to add into a pop here.
Put Mitch back up. Hey, thank you for the sub, Luke. Welcome to the team, bro. Appreciate it, man.
What we want to see is big volume down when it hits 28. 28 is that downside spot where if you see a big share size knock it, it could get knocked down on the daily chart.
Beautiful fade on Roku. The only reason I didn't want to take Roku is because the SPY has been ripping up all morning. So, but Roku just a perfect fade. But yeah, thank you for the subscribe, Luke, Praven, Min, Jorge. Welcome, what's up, team? Appreciate the subs. Short Roku just broke support, 142. Yeah, man, Roku was a beautiful fade. I don't like the low of the day short. I mean, I'm not much of a low of the day short. Too many times, it's just gonna fake me out. And I'm not saying it's going to this time. I'm just saying for me specifically, I used to trade low of the day breaks and high of the day breaks. I think the only real way to trade those is by scalping them. And I used to just get faked out a ton. I prefer to. That is actually what caused me to change my trading strategy to a pullback.
Right, rejection from here. Rejection from here is going to get me to slam on it, guys.
And it looks like it's actually working for you, so I hope you make some money, brother. But it's the strategy that I had to get away from because it just faked me out enough to where it wasn't profitable for me overall. Oh wait, if you got in at the 43 break, that one's actually a little bit better.
Which one are you talking about?
Roku. Roku was a fade, and so it pulled back to the VWAP beautifully. But somebody else in the chat, I think Raul, is saying he got in at the 43 break, and that one's actually a little bit better looking at it. If you get in at like 42.70, then it's just a little bit too... It's a little bit too easy to get faked out in those instances, but I like 43.
Oh, my stop is what stopped that order. All right, just hit a little bit of an add. Looking to add more if it doesn't get above that 1850. Want to see it crush through this 1828. All right, guys. Now that last high was the out, 47s, 49s.
Like I said, guys, we almost got 300 people here, so hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Click the bell, turn on notifications. We go live every weekday morning for free on YouTube. Doing this live, not experts and gurus. We just teach you guys what we learn along the way. And yeah, we appreciate any support we can get. So hit the subscribe button over there, click the bell, turn on notifications. We go live every weekday morning, and we appreciate the support.
All right, guys, getting a little bit bigger as I keep getting rejections from that level. Now I just have to respect my levels.
Yeah, there goes Delta. Maybe I should have held on to it, but I'll take my win.
Yeah, remember, man, you're taking the range. You're not right. Taking the breakouts.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm just trying to get that range, and Mitch is exactly right. That's what I got. Can't be upset. I took the range because that's what I was going for. You know.
That's execution.
Right. And we also have GE.
Execution is what brings you guys the profits, guys. Yep. It's not necessarily an amazing strategy that you just got.
$1 billion strategy.
That great. Even John knows it. That's why we focus in on our trades, respect our levels, and trade based off of that.
Yes, sir. I'm looking at CGC. I might short it. Just because the cannabis sector is sometimes isolated from the rest of the market. I don't hate it.
Be careful. Could get a squeeze right here. You're going to respect this 47. Anything above this 47, get out. 48 showing up. Anything fills here. There's a rejection from 48. Now you pay attention to 48 on the ask. Anything shows up there and filling, I'm stepping out.
Why are you being rejected? Because nobody likes me. How did I end up here? It was a Blueface song 10 minutes ago. It was your destiny. It was your destiny, bro. It was meant to be, man. It was meant to be, bro. We're trading stocks up in here, man. We're trading stocks, bro. That's what we're doing here, man. You know? Plus, Blueface is garbage, man. Let's be real here. Or no. Yeah.
Alright, guys. Now we need to see it break down underneath VWAP here. Now that we're getting this downward pressure, we don't want to see it push back up. You see that kind of sweep motion is how you get squeezed. So you need to pay attention to that. Now I have a Harmy. I want to see that Harmy hold, open up towards a downward pressure candle. There's 48 showing up. Nothing filling there so far. There's downward action to the 42s like we just talked about. A Harmy closing there. That's a good sign. Now we just need to make sure that we hold towards that high, which was 1848. Respect ourselves and we can get a big win on this trade.
Yep.
So now we need the only way you can take profits or add to this is this breakdown of this level 1828.
Yeah, I'm gonna
respect right now.
I'm gonna put it out there. NBA YoungBoy is way better than Blueface, man. I don't like Blueface, man. I'll mess with NBA YoungBoy though, but Blueface just not me. You know. You can call me an old head, that's fine. But like NBA YoungBoy is just light years ahead of Blueface, man. Let's be real here.
Gotta be careful here, guys.
But I am biased.
Flush.
I am biased because I grew up in Baton Rouge, and NBA YoungBoy's from Baton Rouge, so I gotta, of course I'm biased in his favor. I just don't like Blueface, just not my style, man. Alright. CGC pulling back here. Got a question, man. Look at DAL, bro. That one just ripped up. I just missed it completely.
All right, guys. Got to be careful here, guys. It keeps holding up at the top and leaving the ask at the top side. When you leave top side ask, it leaves room for buyers. All right, guys. This could be a big squeeze, so just got to be careful here, guys.
Yeah, I mean, he's shorting it, Mark. So it being a POS stock, I mean, that's kind of why you short him, I guess, right? CGC pulling back. Could short it again, but I'm just going to wait. The SPY, I'm waiting for some pullbacks here. SPY's looking strong. Maybe a little bit too strong for me to attack anything right now. Netflix pulling back to the VWAP, but a little bit too low in the range. UPS is a winner. Let's keep going. Let's see. There goes CGC. I just missed that one. Yeah, UPS is ripping up, bro. Nice work.
Yeah, nice upgrade on that one. And it's very cyclical, FedEx. A lot of people buy it around this time because they know that they're working hard around this time.
Oh, wow, Mark.
All right, got to be careful here. 49s, 51 showing up. I'm out. That's how you step out there, guys. Big squeeze.
Yeah,
There's
the
AUPH, guys. There's that 1850 seller. Now look on the downside of 1850. Watch when it pulls back to 1850s to see if you get bag buyers or ads in that area.
Alright. Let's see what else we get today. There goes Netflix and Tesla. Maybe I should have piled into that one, but...
Alright, guys. That's going to do it for me, guys. Took 2 shots. Didn't work out. That's how it goes sometimes. That's what trading's about. You got to take your shots. That's what I'm here for. It didn't work out today. Could watch DERM for plus side moves, AUPH for plus side moves, but I need to get out of here, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and take out of here. You guys have a great trading day. Like always, guys, definitely check out TradeNet. This is how we are able to trade every single day in front of you guys. Very low commissions, great fast access program. This is how I was able to stop out there immediately. I didn't get much slippage at all. Was able to get out there and 20-cent risk. And so that's what you risk. That's what you hold to. And that's what's the important part here, guys. One of the great things that I love about trading is I'm able to trade long and short. Don't have to necessarily be kind of locating shares because right now I'm working on my skills, guys. I'm not really worried about borrowing shares in an American broker. I'm trying to work on the shorting skills, work on the long skills, get that system down packed, and that's really what it's all about.
Yes, sir. It's all about the system, brother. It's all about the system, man. And that's really what it is. And that's trading is not. Mitch talked about it earlier. I know Mitch has got to go, so have a good day, brother. You kept it small today. Good work, bro. I posted the link if anybody wants to use our platform in the chat as well. It's a great way to help support us. Of course, we're biased towards them because we post referral links and make income from it if people sign up. And so naturally, we're going to be biased in favor of them. But I think it's one of the cheaper ways that new traders can get started. You can day trade short on there once you're approved, and it operates like a prop firm. So you get to apply, and almost everybody's approved for the funded account. Which comes with the base package is less than $400 and it comes with 14K in buying power. There's no PDT rule. You can day trade short stocks. There's a $700 max loss and there's a 70-30 split like a prop firm. But you're paying $399 for that package, so it's ridiculously cheap. And then the actual educational package comes with a course, access to their chat room, and a demo account. And so all of that for $400 or less, that makes sense for new traders. Most new traders are going to deposit thousands into a conventional broker and then lose that. Let's be real here. And this is just a cheaper way to do it, a much cheaper way less risk. And ultimately, I think new traders can benefit from it. And so if you want to check that out, like I said, there's the link in the chat. Yeah, man. What's up, Mark? Watch you every morning. Thank you both for your free education and expertise. Hey, bro, we appreciate it, man. Yeah, we do this live. What we do here, and we're very open about it, is that we're not experts or gurus here. Obviously, I made $25 in that last trade. And so we're not experts or gurus here. We're just not. We don't claim to be. All we do is teach people what we've learned along the way. And you can take that information and use it, or if you don't like it or you don't agree with it, that's fine too. You don't have to do it. But everything we put out there is free. Of course, we post referral links for different things, obviously, but everything that we specifically put out there is completely free, and we just try to be a free resource and community for new traders to come together. We day trade live every single weekday right here on YouTube for free. And so if you haven't, hit the subscribe button, click the bell, turn into a subscriber of ours. You know you want to. Even if you don't like me, we might lose. You don't want to miss that either, team. And so hit the subscribe button. What's up, Mark? What's up, man? Welcome to the team, bro. Is this live stream available daily under the program? What program, man? We're regardless of, you don't have to buy anything. We are completely free. We day trade live every weekday morning. And so, you know, all you got to do if you want to watch us again is hit the subscribe button, click the bell, turns on notifications. Honestly, guys, I'm kind of mad about DAL. You guys want to see where I bought DAL? I bought DAL right here. Right here is where I bought DAL. That is where I bought DAL. Right here. Beautiful dip by me. And of course, I can't be too upset. I'm just attacking the range here. And I ended up getting out of it right around here. Right around here. And so I just attacked that range, but man, it hurts when it squeezes up like this. It hurts. But man, look at AMD rip up here too. The market's ripping up. I've wanted to short today, but with the market doing what it's doing, I don't know if I really want to. Look at the SPY, man. The SPY's just looking really strong here. I wanted to short CGC and maybe Roku, but when the market's doing this, do you guys think shorting any mid and high cap stock is necessarily safe? I don't know. A lot of stocks follow the overall market, and even if they're trending against it now, there's certain stocks that could just turn the market's direction. I don't mind Roku here, and so maybe I'll trade Roku. Like I said, when I do get into another trade, I am going to be trading with bigger size, and so we'll see what happens. But I'm kind of looking at Roku for a dip short. Yeah, nah, man. Listen, Mark, you're welcome here, brother. You're welcome here, man. And you know, I'm not saying I don't believe you that you've been trading for 30 years. That's great, bro. That's great if you've been trading for 30 years. But what we do not allow here, and this is a good tip for everybody here, guys. What we do not allow here is we do not allow anybody to try to promote their own services to young, naive traders. We do not allow that here. The reason for that, Mark, and like I said, I put you in timeout. I didn't ban you. I didn't ban you, Mark. I just put you in timeout, which is going to delete that message because, number one, again, we are a free resource and community for traders. We get a lot of people, and I'm not saying you're like this, Mark, but we get a lot of people that come here and they say, I've been trading for 35 years. I have the best strategy. I'm going to give you guys the best picks. And they kind of act like they're kind of buddy-buddy with me. And then they'll kind of subtly be like, oh, yeah, and if you want to check out my pick service, go to this link. Or go to this link. Or message me. And, you know, I can give you guys great picks in the market. And a lot of times, like I said, that's people that are trying to take advantage of our following to sell naive traders something. And we're not going to do that. We're not for that, brother. So no stress. You're still welcome here, bro. But, you know, no promoting your own content without asking, you know, so sorry, bro. What's up, Best? What's up, Hip Hop Anonymous? What's good, bro? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well, brother. But yeah, like I said, you could be here. You could give out picks if they're free. When you start telling people to message you so you can do your service to them, that's where I got to draw the line, brother. You know, everybody's welcome here. We're a free resource and community, like I said. But when you try to sell new traders something, you know, you better ask me first or you're going to get banned. And this is a good lesson for everybody. If you're being buddy-buddy to me under the assumption that I will eventually promote your content for free, you're going to have a hard time. I'm not that naive. I'm not that gullible. And you're going to have a hard time if that's your plan for this channel. It's good to be king, though. Haha. Maybe I'm getting a little liberal with this ban hammer, though. Maybe I should pull back some. Oh yeah, for sure, Raul. 100%, man. How do you think the stock market will react when the voting results come out tomorrow morning? Yeah, and like I said, to touch on the whole situation, like we had another guy, Paul, that I was like going through personal stuff with my family. It didn't have anything to do with my wife. It had to do with other parts of my family. And it was kind of a personal weekend where we had family in town, and it was really stressful. We had a lot of stuff going on. And this guy, Paul, would give out picks in the chat. And he would email me, and I would tell him, I'd say, hey man, it's not a good weekend. I'm kind of going through some personal stuff. I might not have time to get back with you. And then he would say I was disrespecting him and getting mad at me. He would get mad at me for not responding to him immediately. And then I told him, I was like, look man, I'm going through personal stuff. I can't do that right now. That's not what I'm trying to do right now. And then the next time he was on the stream, he was literally getting mad at me if I didn't give up my system and follow his system and follow his picks. And that's, like I said, that's where I draw the line, man. We get a lot of people that are just, Mitch and I call them heroes. You get a lot of heroes in here that you know, it's very easy to say, hey, I make $1 billion a day. It's very easy to say, hey, I make $2 billion a day by my service because I'm making millions. And it's like, yeah, I could say, hey, just got in this trade and just got out of this trade, I'm up $1 million. Anybody can say that, man. It doesn't mean anything. You know, anybody can say, hey, I've been in the market for 30 years. I got the best strategy ever. Message me and I'll sell you picks. You know, anybody can say that. And so, like I said, I got to look out for my team here. I'm not liberal enough with my band hammer. Hey, buddy, time to scale up. That's right, Pack. Hey, bro, you're the one guy that listened to me, man. This morning, I was like, look, if I trade small, make fun of me, call me a wimp, yell at me. I'm trading too small, guys. I'm trading like a big wimp. What am I doing? I've been super consistent lately. Why am I buying 200 shares, man? I need to be buying 1,000 shares. Thank you. At least you remembered. Looking to be adopted? Any of you million out there need a tax write-off? Honestly, taxes are so frustrating, man, especially when you run your own business. So frustrating, man. You know, so frustrating. Like, here's the thing. How is a business supposed to start up when you got to pay 28% of your overall income to taxes, man? Ridiculously high. I got to pay 28%. 28%, man. What is that? You know, I got to pay 15.4% self-employment tax, and then I got to pay like 13% income tax. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. The only pick I'll take is from you picking your nose. I don't know, Todd. I might be into that, bro. You never know, man. I might be into that. I'm looking at Tesla to pull back some. Like I said, if you guys hear me just kind of talking about nonsense, I'm just waiting for some moves to happen in the market. I'm literally just kind of hanging out waiting for some moves to happen. We'll see. Looking at AMD and Tesla, see if we get a pullback there. Roku was a beautiful pullback fade as well. I think I heard somebody take advantage of it, so. Yeah, 100% Vinny. That's exactly what it is. I got to write everything off, which luckily I run a home-based business. And so I go to McDonald's, boom, write off. My internet is like $150 a month, boom, write off. Comcast overcharging me $200. If anybody heard the story yesterday, boom, write off. And so yeah, that's how you got to write everything off. Really, shout out to my man Joshua Fluke. Great business channel. Go check out Joshua Fluke. Great business channel on YouTube. But he told me about S Corp, which is with S Corp you can literally pay yourself a salary, and then everything else, and then just all of that is like written off as an expense. Everything else is written off as an expense. Yeah, my house is paid for though, so I don't have a mortgage. But I can write off my electric bill and my internet bill, and that's something I can write off. Probably a little bit of, probably the amount of my house relative to my business in utilities as well. All right, we're waiting for some pullbacks though, guys. We're waiting for some pullbacks. Right now, I'm looking at Roku. We'll see what we get. Looking at Netflix, Tesla, but with the market so strong, I just don't know if I want to short it. I might instead look to like long stuff like Tesla. Netflix, kind of. I don't know what I feel about Netflix, but I know I'm trading like a big wimp. Oh, you want to see Josh's channel? I'll push Josh's channel. Josh actually referred me to a new accountant that I'm going to talk to. Let me find it. Like I said, he gives out great business advice. Let me try to find one of his good videos. I'll post that. Really, technically, he started off as like a coding channel, and so that's really why I started watching Josh, was because he was a coding channel. And so I guess I'll find this, and then I'll just share this. If your computer is water cooled, then you can write off the write off the water bill. All right. All right, team. Because, I mean, I do a lot of different stuff. Netron, man. Like I said, I'm a real estate agent. I've got a few Amazon businesses. The YouTube makes money. I just got a lot of different streams of income, bro. When do you suggest taking profits on stuff? Just curious. What do you mean in trading? I like to take profits. Everybody's a little bit different. I tend to prefer to take profits at the previous high of the day. We can look at, what's the one I traded this morning? Delta, DAL. I prefer to take profits at the previous highs of the day. At least some profit. This is how I generally like to prefer to take VWAP bounces. It's something I talked about this morning, is that when I trade VWAP bounces, which is essentially a move up, a pullback to the VWAP, and then a bounce back up. Okay, that's usually what a VWAP bounce is to the high of the day right here. That's what a VWAP bounce is in my mind, right? And so what I generally prefer to do is I look for some support in pre-market right here. You can see some support right here, the pre-market high. And you can see that actually lines up to right around where the VWAP is. And so if that happens, I like VWAP bounces way more. And like I got into Dell right around here, and then I covered at the previous high of the day. And I think I covered a little bit too early. But I do this because a lot of the time it's going to get rejected here. But when you buy on this pullback, some traders are buying it on the dip right here. Some traders are buying it on the dip from pre-market support, and they're anticipating that that pre-market support level is going to hold. And then other traders are like me that are buying it on the VWAP. So they're buying pullbacks to the VWAP and then looking for a trend confirmation. And so when you have both of those traders all looking for some bullish action, the bulls take over and it just shoots the stock up like we got with Delta here. And again, a lot of the time I'm taking profits at the highs of the day with longs because that's the most likely spot that it's going to get rejected. If you can hold on to a little bit, just take some profits and then let the rest work. That's actually preferable. But sometimes a winning trade is going to turn into break even in that way. So you do want to understand that. But yeah, that's just how I approach it. But again, everybody's a little bit different. You know, it's all different preferences with trading, and it's all very subjective. What strategy makes you think a dollar stop is good, or is it just a good general rule of thumb? A dollar stop? I guess it all depends on the range, but this one certainly not a dollar stop. My risk in this case would have been, let me see, would have been roughly right around the pre-market high. I could also use something I always talk about using is that opening range. So right here, maybe right here as a risk level, which would line about up to there. Just let it test in case it does find some support there, but maybe that is a risk level. You know, I got in right here. So if I get in at 40 and my risk level is what, 25, my risk is 15 cents. My reward level up there at the high of the day is 25 cents, and so my risk is 15, my reward is 25, so almost 2 to 1, not quite 2 to 1 reward to risk, but close. Yeah, SPY's ripping up here, team. Look at that. That's why I'm scared to short anything right now, honestly. Usually I'm a little bit more active than this, but I'm scared to short. I've only traded once today. But usually I'd look for some fades. Tesla pulling back here. All right, this is actually where I might get in Tesla. Let's see. Wish me luck. Take a little trade here with what, 20 shares. Yeah. And then try to scale into it. Oh, what is this? What am I in? Oh no, what have I done? I thought I would have gotten Tesla. I didn't. Oh no. What stock am I in? I'm in Roku. What? What is going on here, man? I don't want Roku. Ugh, I'm gonna get so frustrated. Making dumb mistakes here. Roku just, like I said, I didn't want Roku, man. I definitely did not want a long Roku, that's for sure. But whatever. Beautiful move in Tesla. I'm gonna let it work a little while, see if we get a bigger move up here. Scale into it some more if we can. Like I said, I gotta take bigger size here, team. So I'm gonna start scaling into some much larger sizing here. 45. And you might say, oh, well, that's tiny size. It's really not relative to Tesla's range here. Let's see what I can take 20 shares off. Just looking at the spread right now on Tesla. Like I said, I really don't mind adding some more to this one. Alright, I took half off of Tesla there. Only in with 25 shares now, and I can really let the rest work, I guess, here. See if we can get a little bit bigger move up. Try to be patient enough with it to get like maybe a move up to 361 or so. If not, I'll just jump out. I was safe enough to be okay, I think. Oof. Brutal drop, honestly. That's going to take away all my wins. I don't mind adding back to it either with Tesla. I got to take a little bit larger swing. Roku just dipped down here too. Yeah, 100%. Not a great shorting environment at all, bro. Alright, well, there's a pop back up here on Tesla. Like I said, we'll see if it holds that 360 support level, and we'll see if we get a rip up here so I can make a little bit more on this trade. I'll be patient enough with it to try to hold, though. A lot of support at that 360 level. Oof, I did get a big drop here on Tesla. I don't mind adding back to it too. I gotta take some bigger size, and the sizing I'm taking just is not big enough. The spread is kind of getting to me though here. We'll give it a chance, but add a little bit more. Like I said, I'm trying to take some bigger size here, so I'm in with 50 shares. I don't mind letting it work here. If I take a loss here, that's fine. I'm trying to instead make some bigger wins. That's the goal here. So wish me luck. See if we get a move back up on Tesla. I don't mind scaling in really down to this 359 level. There we go. See if we get a move back up here and a hold. Big break over that previous high would be beneficial. I'm gonna take half off there because I'm still holding 25 shares, and then I can let the rest rip up here. Hopefully get a breakout over this high right here at 360.50, which is the $0.50, which is kind of what it's battling now. And now I've scaled out enough to have be $40 up in the day. We're just gonna let it work here so we get a little bit larger breakout right now. Right now is where we want the breakout, which we quickly got it. I just gotta be in and out on the last few, I guess. There we go. There's the breakout. Let's see if it breaks the $0.50, which is the biggest resistance level that we want to see break. We want to see it break that $0.50, which it slightly did there. Let's see if we get a little bit more. Never got it. That's okay. Yeah, we gotta worry about this right here. Right there. Holding as resistance. $40s. Nah, it's burning into some resistance. Gonna hold 360 as my exit now. Like I said, I'm trying to hold 360 as the rest. Maybe I'll just hold the break even on the rest. It's at 360.07. I'm watching specifically the bid. I'm gonna get out there, hold the rest break even, avoid that drop. Maybe could have taken profits there, but I'll take it. Not a bad little win on Tesla. I gotta trade bigger though, guys. I'm very accurate lately, and I'm just trading too small. Let me catch back up in the chat. Okay, no stress, Mark. Yeah, no worries, brother. Like I said, man, you're welcome here, bro. Yeah, like I said, you're welcome here, brother. All I'm trying to say, my job is to kind of protect my viewers. You know what I mean? And we get a lot of people that, really, like I said, man, we get a lot of people that act like they're my buddy. You know, like, think about it. I actually respect the ones that are more forthcoming about their real intentions, which people will come to me and they'll say, hey, can I promote my content? And sometimes I'll even let them. But then you got the other ones that are a little bit more sneaky with it, and they'll try to act like they're my buddy, they'll act like they're my friend, and then after a while, they'll kind of subtly be like, hey, if anybody wants to get some great stock picks, check out my service, or check out my channel, or check out this, you know, come to my live stream. And yeah, and then a lot of times I'll just shut it down and I'll ban them, and then they'll get mad at me, like I'm wrong, and it's like, no, man, you know. It is what it is, but we get people like that a lot, and you know, when you run a YouTube channel, sometimes it begins to feel like everybody's just trying to use you, which is really true a lot of the time, to be honest. My nose is so stopped up. I'm trying to give up Afrin. I gotta get off the nose spray because my nose is stopped up. I had a cold, and now my nose is going through the rebound effect of stopping Afrin. Yeah, of course, man. Yeah, you can make comments on stocks, brother. Yeah, you can talk about stocks. You can give picks as long as they're free, and as long as you don't try to sell or promote your own content. You can do it. You know, you're welcome to give. You know, tell people stocks you like. Tell people what you're looking at. Of course, man. As long as it doesn't go to message me or check out my content. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing. Yeah, buy Apple. Do it now. Buy Apple. Do it now. Yeah, like I said, last week or a few weeks ago, we had a dude that was literally getting mad at me if I didn't follow his picks. He would give out picks, and then if I didn't follow him, if I didn't stop what I was trading and then look at his comment and take his trade, he was literally getting mad at me for it, which is just not reasonable. It's just not reasonable, you know? It's just not reasonable. And like I said, sometimes YouTube isn't the most reasonable place. I think Tesla's long on daily, 10-minute and 1-minute chart, but if it breaks 358 short side, it'll be an intraday pullback. Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. I like the bounce possibility with Roku, and I think, or with Tesla, and I still think it's there. Like I said, you guys are about to see me start taking some bigger swings. I just need to. If I get a pullback on Tesla, I'll start jumping in with like some more shares. Alright, I'm going to jump in with 50 shares here. Maybe I'm getting a little overzealous, but I do have some I do have a cushion on this account, and I can take profits quick with 50 shares. If we get the breakout, we need that bid to space out a little bit though. The bid's a little bit too low, and I'm worried about a pullback here. Yeah, there it is. It's okay though. We could still maybe scale in with 100 shares is what I'm looking at. Like I said, I got to take some bigger trades. It's been a great few weeks. I have lots of profit on my account, so I'm really not concerned about that at all. But I do need to scale up in size, and that's where I'm at right now as a trader. Is I need to take some bigger sizing for sure. AMD I'm looking at as well. AMD can get up there, or get down there. I might short that one, or I might long that one, I'm sorry. Also, guys, like I said, if anybody wants to use the same platform as us, I'll post this link. I think new traders, it's very tough for them, because new traders, you know, if you want a solid account, you gotta save up money, and most of the time new traders are gonna lose their account regardless of where they go. And so it's very difficult for new traders to succeed in the market. I think one of the cheapest ways that new traders can get started is through our platform. It operates like a prop firm, and you have to be approved for it first, but technically it's an educational package. And so their base package is $3.99. In that, you get 14,000 in buying power once you are approved. There's no PDT rule, so you can day trade and short stocks. And I think it's just very rare for new traders to get that much buying power for that cheap and actually be able to short stocks that they're trading. I do have to watch Tesla here. It is pulling back. But if you want to use the same platform as us, I'll post this link here. Here's the link if y'all want to check that out. Great way to help support us. Like I said, there's no PDT rule once you are approved, and I think it just makes sense for new traders. I think new traders can actually day trade short stocks. I'm going to buy another 50 share position here and see if we get a bounce right here. And then if it breaks under 77, I just got to jump out. Like I said, I'm trying to take some bigger size here. Wish me luck, guys. I'm in with 100 shares of Tesla, which is pretty big sizing for me. And wish me luck. But yeah, if you want to use our platform with no PDT rule, there's the link. Very cheap platform for new traders. Really lets them kind of get started in the market without risking a ton of money. And, you know, it comes with a trading course, access to their chat room, and a demo account to trade with for a few weeks. And like I said, I think that just makes sense for new traders specifically. So go check that out. There's the link. Like I said, I'm in with 100 shares of Tesla, way bigger size than I generally take. But I got to trade bigger. I got to trade with bigger size. And like I said, wish me luck. We'll see what happens. Regardless, I mean, like I said, I'm up like $1,300 in this account. So regardless of what happens in this trade, it's not going to be the end of the world. But hopefully it works out. Alright, getting close here. I don't like the break under 359. Hopefully we get a bounce here. Giving it one more second and then about to jump out. Very close to exiting right here. Oof. Like I said, I'm giving it 1 second to I don't want to get squeezed down, though, and so I do have to be wary. Ah, maybe I got squeezed down there. Bounce back up. Hopefully it doesn't hold his resistance here and it just moves back up. But if not, like I said, I'm right on the cusp of exiting. No stress either way. Like 67 bucks is small. But I do have to be careful here because I don't want to get ripped down under the $0.50 specifically. That's where I want to avoid. Under this $0.50 here at 358.50 is what I want to avoid. Ah, I got exactly what I didn't want to have it happen. But like I said, no stress. I got to trade bigger. And so, what's up, man? Yeah, Canadians can use it. What's the wrong link? I appreciate it, Keith. Yeah, man, like I said, it squeezed me out. No stress, though. I'll take one more swing today, and we'll see what happens. Like I said, I'm not stressed either way because, again, I mean, I did lose a good chunk of money, but I have to scale up in size. And it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I'm down 100 bucks on the day, but every day in the last few days has been green for the most part. And so I can't be too greedy. I might look at AMD. It just depends if I can start to scale into AMD here with like 100 shares and then add to it. Oh my gosh, I missed this big move. And then add to it as it moves down here to like 68. And then try to get it at 41 for AMD. There we go. Oh, I missed it. I was about to exit, but I missed that. Oh no, I'm in Tesla. Oh no, I did it again, guys. And I'm in with 100 shares. Great. I'm getting out there. This is a complete accident of a trade with Tesla. I wanted AMD. Let me look at what Tesla looks like here. Okay, well, the chart could look worse. I did not want to take this trade, though. I wanted AMD. I kind of rushed into it. You can hear my emotions are a little bit worse than they usually are because I'm not used to trading with this big of size. No stress, though. I don't mind the chart here with Tesla. I think I got to hold the rest break even, though. It's not terrible, and hopefully we get a move up to 360. But yeah, this is the wrong stock. I wanted AMD specifically. And so, aggravating. But at least it's an accidental green trade, right? We'll see. We'll give it one more chance to bounce up here. But yeah, accidental green trade here. I instead wanted AMD, which is now up. So that's the problem, is that I accidentally bought this stock when I didn't want it. About to get out. Kept it relatively break even, luckily, though. Yeah, I'm going to get out here. It's not what I wanted to trade, unfortunately. I was instead looking at AMD. But yeah, guys, like I said, I got to scale up today. No stress either way. We're going to try to scale into AMD now, which is a little bit better. I'm going to try to start buying this one and scaling into it, trying to get an entry level of 65. We'll see. No, I just got out of Tesla. Yeah, I don't know if I'm over trading. It's possible, I guess. Really, like I said, I was trying to rush into Tesla. Or I was trying to rush into AMD before it got the move down. And instead, I jumped into Tesla, which I kept it pretty break even. But like I said, really right now, guys, I could feel myself like I'm trying to trade bigger, and it's just emotional. You know what I mean? I'll give myself like a $200 max loss on the day. And again, in this account, I'm already up 1,300 bucks. And so I've got plenty of room. Losing days are going to happen regardless. And I think I just need to learn to manage the bigger size with these trades. I think that's the biggest thing that I need to focus on, is learning to manage larger sizing than I generally take. And so we'll see how that goes. I'm going to try to scale into AMD a little bit more, and price target is 41.20. So we can get that 40 bucks or that 40 cents per share. It'll look a lot better. We'll see. I'll probably take one more trade on stream and then do the rest off stream. No, I'm not in Tesla anymore. I'm out of Tesla. Yeah, I'm out of Tesla. But yeah, like I said, the big thing, I don't care if I lose today. It's more so I'm trying to I'm more so trying to just scale up in size and get used to it. And so that's the biggest goal for me today. If I screw up today's trading, I mean, that's completely fine. I'm more so worried about scaling up in size. Like, that's what I really need to do. I can't nickel and dime it anymore in trading. I've been extremely consistent, and I need to start turning that consistency into money in this account so I can start growing it more. So that's the goal, is just growth. And with that, it means I need a bigger sizing team. Like I said, if you see me try to trade small, yell at me, scream at me, yell at me, call me a wimp. You know. Does TEFs allow you to short under $10 stocks? I didn't think so, but wasn't sure. That's all relative to here, I'm gonna go ahead and sell part of this. That's all relative to the stock itself. Some stocks you're allowed to trade under $10, and some stocks they don't let you. And so it's all different. Depends on the stock. It depends on really the average liquidity for the last 6 months for the stock. All right, I'm gonna get out here, anticipating a rejection at the whole dollar at 41. But yeah, today's one of those days where I actually had more green trades than I did red. I just took swings at the wrong time, I guess. We're gonna let the rest of this work on AMD, see what else we can find. That's right, Netron. Thank you, sir. That's what I want. I want to hear. If I started trying to trade small, you gotta yell at me. You know, tell me I'm a wimp. Tell me to scale up. All right, we're still watching Tesla too. Even though Tesla hasn't really done me right. If Tesla can put in a new high and then find support there, I like it a little bit more. I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. I'm also looking at Roku, if Roku can pull back to the 141 level. And if Tesla can break over. I was also looking at Netflix, but I don't like it as much now. But I'll be right back, guys. All right. Right, exactly. It's risk per trade, not shares per trade, 100%. So Alright, I just got out another half. I'm just gonna hold the last half break even here for AMD. Gonna let that work. Gonna look at some other stuff here. See what else we can find. You guys can hear me, right? Yeah, okay, good. looking at SQ for a potential VWAP bounce here as well. SQ. What's the range? Big range. 100 shares. Gonna scale into SQ down here. Wait a minute, is this small size? I guess it kind of is, right? Yeah, I'm being a wimp. I'm gonna scale up. All right, now I'm in with 500 shares of SQ. Gonna scale in up to 200, up to the VWAP at 79. I'm in with 700 shares. All right, guys, I'm taking a swing, like I said. After this trade, I'll probably close it down. I'll let AMD work. And if this trade, regardless of what happens on this trade, I'm probably going to close it down and just try to get into the zone a little bit here. Like I said, it's been a little bit. We'll see if I can come down on, or come back on the day. I like the VWAP bounce here for SQ. Well, as soon as I say that, though, we are getting a massive rip down here. I'll give it one more second, and then I'm just jumping out of this thing. What would I need to sell? All right, we get a little bit better bounce up. Like I said, I'll give it one more second. I'm in with 700 shares. Hopefully we get a rebound immediately back above the VWAP. I can't lie, I'm a little nervous in the trade, but that's okay. We'll see what happens. I guess I'll use this low as my risk now, down here at 72. Doesn't seem terrible. There we go, there's 77s. It's just gotta make it back over here now. Let's catch up at the chat. There's over 80s again, so SQ's looking better. What's my entry here? My entry's got to be 87, so my entry's way up here. Don't know if I like that entry, but hopefully we can get a move up here. And really a move up to the 66 level is ideally where we want to see it. I do have an easy risk level down here at 72, and regardless of the sizing I'm taking, that's the risk level I probably would give myself, is right there at 72. I think it also depends on what the market does here, and I think if the market starts to rip down, that could drag this one down as well. It's my real account. I'm trying to scale up. Like I said, regardless of how I do today, I'm trying to scale up in size. So if I take a few $100 loss, like I said, I'm already up 1,300 bucks. Here's the buying power. Like I said, when I started the day today, I was at $1,279 in profit. So yeah, this is my real account. We'll see what happens. I still don't hate this one either. Yeah, I mean, with options, I don't know too much about it. Like I said, I'm still learning. I'm not an expert or a guru or anything like that, obviously. I'm still learning and working on my trading specifically as well. Yeah, I have been growing my account, though. Like I said, I'm at about 1,300 in profit prior till today. But I need to grow it a little bit faster, and so with that, I got to take some bigger swings. I think this level down here is a fair risk level too. So we'll see. We're getting close to that. What's your opinion on tape reading? I'm not much of a tape reader. I think it's all preference and it's all subjective. Mitch follows the tape way more than I do. I tend to stress more pre-market levels and stuff like that more than anything. So I'm a little bit different in that regard. First of all, I gotta move SQ up here. Probably gonna get wrist out here. Very close. And this is gonna be the biggest loss I've taken in a while. All right, I gotta get out. Yeah, $230 loss. Biggest loss I've taken in a while. Like I said, I gotta work on taking bigger sizing. We'll see if I can pull myself out of this hole or not. But I might have just given back some. But regardless, guys, like I said, regardless of what today's P&L is, I got to take some bigger swings in this account. And even if I have a pullback day today, I think it's more important that I condition myself to take bigger sizing, regardless of what happens at first. I don't mind that trade. I think it was a solid trade. It was just a VWAP bounce setup. I got out before this down squeeze, which is where I needed to get out. And so I'm not necessarily upset by that last trade. Again, I more so need to work on using larger share size. I know Mitch has kind of gotten to that level where he trades larger, and I've been pretty consistent with small share size, and I'm still up about $1,100 in this account, I think. Yeah, I'll have to get out of AMD to see how much I'm really up. But I'm gonna close the stream down, maybe try to pull myself out of this hole. No, I'm already in AMD here. Look. If I get out of AMD, which I probably will soon, AMD is taking up the rest of my buying power. Like, watch. What is AMD doing? Let me see what AMD looks like. Yeah, I mean, I'm in AMD right now, see? So that's taking up the rest of my buying power. Like I said, if I get out of it, I'll get out of it just because it's break even, I guess. But yeah, if we get out of it, my buying power is 200. I'm at $1,050 in profit. You can see it right here. And so we'll see. Like I said, biggest loss I've taken in a while. But we'll see. Like I said, I gotta scale up in size. I'm not necessarily upset by it. I gotta be able to make enough money in this account to actually do stuff with. And so with that, sometimes I gotta take some bigger swings, and I gotta take, sometimes I'm gonna take bigger losses. And I think that's inevitable to a certain extent in trading. I think a lot of times naive traders think you have to be green every day, and you don't. And so I think that I can't beat myself up too much over it because I took my swing like I needed to. And I don't know if I'll hang it up today or not, but I'll post it to the Discord regardless. Also, guys, you want to use the same platform as us? If you want to make me feel better, it's a great way to help support our channel. You can get the intro package for $3.99 through my link, and then once you're approved, it operates like a prop firm, and so you get 14,000 in buying power, no PDT rule. You can day trade, short stocks. The educational package itself comes with a day trading course, access to their chat room, and a demo account to trade on for a few weeks. And like I said, it operates like a prop firm, and so there's a $700 max loss, and so if you take the $14K they send you and you lose $700 or more, they're going to close your account down, and any profit you make, there is a 70-30 split, but again, you're paying $3.99 for that package. They're supplying you with all the buying power. It comes with a course, access to their chat room, and a demo account. And so that entire bundle's $3.99, and it's just way cheaper than a new trader, for instance, depositing thousands into a conventional broker, and most of the time they're going to lose that. And so I think it makes sense. There's the link if you want to check that out. You can, like I said, of course we're biased in their regard because we post links for them, but a great way to help support our channel. Because I have the pro package, Raul, and so yeah, I get 240K in buying power. I'm currently up 1,000 and something in profit with it. I have the pro package, which is like a $9,000 account. But yeah, guys, that's it for the day. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Like I said, even if you don't like me, if you don't subscribe, you might miss days like today where I lose over $200, and you don't want to miss that either, guys. So hit the subscribe button, click the bell, turn on notifications. Also, if you want to use the same scanners as us, I'll post this link. You can use promo code BT15, get 15% off at Trade Ideas scanners. Best scanners in trading, in my opinion, and I'll post this link here as well. You can go check them out. Also, to sell out one more time here, we recently added our Patreon to the chat, and so if you want to help support us here, guys, if you support what we do here, you know, you want to become a Patreon of us and support our channel, I'll post this link. You know, you can do that too. And a great way to help support our channel as well, there's our Patreon link. It's patreon.com/beginnertrading. And yeah, guys, good luck for the rest of the day. I scaled up in size. I took my swing. I lost. And we'll see if I can come back on the day now. Later, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Good luck in the markets. And oh yeah, you want to see it? You want to see if I do trade again today, which I might not. I don't know. Here's the link. You can go check them out. You can join our Discord. I'll post all my P&L, trade log, tickets, and everything to Discord. And so if you want to check that out as well, here's the link. I appreciate the love, team. Appreciate the support. Remember to hit the subscribe button if you haven't. And yeah, good luck in the markets, guys. We'll see you all next time.